into December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Jones looking to throw it on the first play. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Channing Tindall, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Let's go. 2nd and 5. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They're going to look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are on the board first here on the road in Tampa. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3-and-out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3-and-out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Being chased down left. Touchdown! A 24-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Throwing Jones. And he's got his big tight end here. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. And this looks like a roughing call. So certainly a defensive mistake here in the first quarter, getting hit with a roughing the passer call.
And that hurts not just because of the yardage you gave up and give them a fresh set of downs, but that brought the home crowd into this one. And when you go on the road, your job is to silence the crowd, not energize them.
But it's incomplete. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones throwing left side, it's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 13-0 is the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Cook diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Going after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Buying time to his left. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 27 yards there. A 1st down.
Hold it ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Dolphins at 5 and 6 to start play. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
They'll look to throw again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Buccaneers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taken right around the 44. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's Jones. Throwing to start the drive. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Holding. Offense.
So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Jones throw there, complete to Mooney. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now Jones on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them, and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This is taken at the 15. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
19 Tiger.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Looking to throw. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call. So a roughing the passer penalty and an automatic 1st down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
They'll look to throw here. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime.
They have really had their way so far in the 1st half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll set up a throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field. And he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run it again with Cook. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. 2nd and 14. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He spins free. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. It was a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Sanders on for the extra point. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out. And they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot.
No.
Okay.
They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Take it at the 37. A punt of 46, a return of 5. Miami set to take over. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, that we've seen this year. We've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put in #1 for what we've seen this season.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. To throw is Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. To throw again is Jackson. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And they will take a knee here. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. Channing Tindall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And now this offense comes back out on the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. After the interception, here's Jackson. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Dolphins add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. After the sack on first down, Jones. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he fields it cleanly. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out come the Dolphins now. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. Now it's Jackson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Jackson will throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin him back at their 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the...
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Fielded at about the 28. Miami's offense set and ready to go. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get...